I changed my battery. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I get asked all the time, how do I lay down these really disrespectful but absolutely beautiful 4C edges? And you know what? Today we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you my 3-step process for 45 minutes and how I get slick 4C edges. Check it out. But before we start, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you've ever had to fight your 4C edges like they owed you money. Let's get into it. Alright, so I'm about to show you the 3 products that you're going to need to be able to successfully lay down them 4C edges. Product number 1. Edge control, of course. Now, I normally use Murray's, but this Murray's got old because I left it open. So I decided to try this Even New York, and this is the Extreme Firm Hold. So you're gonna want to have an edge control, whatever's your edge control of choosing. Make sure it's extra strength, extra hold, extra sign. Okay. Product number 2. Eco Styler Pro Gel. I use the coconut oil, but any of them will work. Product number 3. Pump it up. We are not too good for pump it up, ladies. This is childhood in a bottle. Go ahead and grab your bottle. We're gonna need it. So yeah, these are your 3 products that you're gonna need to be able to successfully lay down your edges. Don't leave yet. I purposely put them out of order. If you do your edges in that order, it's not gonna work. Watch the end of the video so you can make sure that you do it correctly, because you're not gonna be in the comments saying that it don't work. Watch the video. Moving on. Alright, tools matter, y'all. So on top of the products that I showed you, we need 2 additional tools to make sure that we lay these edges down properly. Tool number 1, edge brush, no brainer. Tool number 2, a melt brush, because we want to be able to get this thing melted down. Melt band, not brush. This is the brush, this is the band. Alright, so now the pump part. I'm actually going to show y'all how it is that I lay these brushy edges. Now, the rule of thumb, less is more. Less hair you pull out, the better it's going to slick down. And luckily for me, my edges are already thin, so I already don't have a ton to work with there. It's a blessing. But if you have thick edges, you need to make sure you only go pull out a little bit. So I'm going to start with mine to show y'all. So literally what I do, I just kind of let them like tell me like that, the ones that want to come out. See, I can pull it just like that, and then bam. These are the edges that we will be slicking, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. Alright, so we have our edges sectioned out, and now we're going to go ahead and apply some Eco Styler Pro Gel. I literally just take a little bit, and all you're going to do is lubricate your edges. Lube your edges. You just want them to no longer be dry. That's it. You just don't want them to be dry anymore. Not too much, just enough, okay? Alright, so our edges are all lubed up. Now it's on to the second step, which is spritz, baby. Now the key to the spritz, you're not going to use a ton. You only want to use a little bit. I normally only do 2 on each edge line, so I'm going to show you real quick. Pay attention to the bottle motion. So we got, that's it. Like I said, y'all, remember, less is more. You're not trying to apply too much product to the edges because it'll get heavy and they won't lay down. Again, just 2. That's all you need. Because all we're doing now is we're just trying to get the edges to straighten out and stay straight. Step number 1 was lubricating it, getting them looser, loosening up the curve pattern. Step number 2 is where we're actually gonna make them start trying to form, have a form. So I use the comb side of the edge brush, and I'll just pull it through, just to make sure that it's actually all and evenly coated on all the edges. As you see, they're already starting to lay out and slick down because they've been lubricated and they have been temporarily straightened. So oddly enough, this demonstration is more so like thick edges on this side and then thin edges on this side, which is like so funny. I like to give my edges a real quick fan. If you have a blow dryer, you can also just blow dry too, but they don't have to get completely dry because we're still going to have to go to the last step, which is the edge control. So I just fan, dry it off a little bit, help it get where it's supposed to be going. All right, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go to our last step, which is gonna be edge control. So, for edge control, we're gonna get a I'd say a pea-sized amount for the top edge and then for the bottom edge. So pea-size top, pea-size bottom. Same thing on the side, the other side. Pea-size top, pea-size bottom. So I'll show you the pea-size that I use. And I do use it on my nails. It's just easier. So look, pea-size. There you can see it. This is what you want. Now here's the tip. I try to do both sides as soon as possible because the minute this is slicked down, we are on the clock. So go ahead and prep the other edge with your 2 pea-sized so that it's there. So once we've got her slicked, all we gotta do is wrap. All right, let's just start before I be buying a new one. All right, y'all, it's slicking time. Slicking time. Let's get to it. Use your finger to gently move it over all of the edge lines so that it is evenly distributed to all of your edges. And you see how all of my edges are now triple coated with 3 products. Now that they are laid down, we're going to get into the slicking. Take your brush and you're going to gently begin the process of slicking. Now, this part is completely up to your personal preference and what you like your edges to look like. Me, I don't like the super duper massive swoops. I like a little, you know, a little whoop-de-whoop. Something like that, really, you know. Whatever. Next side, same thing. Use your finger to evenly distribute it amongst your edges. This one, I set this one stupid, so I'm actually probably gonna need some more. Yeah, I set that one stupid. So look, you look, this part is dry. All of it needs to be touched by edge control because if it's not, then that's gonna rile up and then that's gonna stay straight. And that one's gonna stay slick. You don't want that to happen. Take a little bit and then touch. So what you can do is you can touch it up as needed. If you feel as if you need additional edge control, you can do that. You just want to keep in mind that you don't want to put too much on there because the more you put on there, if it's not dry, it's just going to keep getting wet. It's going to curl up and it's not going to cure. And you want it to cure. So let's get the slicking on this side. More slitty. Let's go. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh, them some adult hairs, baby. Let me fix this. Now, be gentle with your edges. If you want, yeah, so let me see. Hold on, let's do this again. Yeah. Ow. Alright. Now y'all see, I actually just messed up, but I was able to go back in and correct it by just using the comb piece to pull it down, and then so I could correct it like that. So this is what we have. Now, last thing you want to do, this is completely optional. If you want to snatch it out so that your edges look even more defined, you can do that. Move quickly. Get a little bit of Eco Styler Pro Gel, put it there, push it back, and then also you can take some edge control and do the exact same thing going up. I'm only gonna do a little bit because I actually don't want it defined today, but I just want to show y'all that, you know, if you want that look, you can have it. So I just took it, I put it on my fingers, and then I just, as you see, I'm just brushing upwards. I'm not doing too much because I don't want it to get frizzy. All right, so boom, they are laid down, honey. Let's go ahead and get these bad boys wrapped up. Nice and tight. You want to make sure it's completely covering your edges. So your edges are, it is there. And that's it. We have laid down edges. So I'm gonna let this bake for about 45 minutes, and then afterwards I'm gonna show you the after so y'all see what it's gonna look like. All right, y'all, spend 45 minutes. Just take a look and check it out. Okay. I'm on edges laid. I'm gonna get into it, get into it, get into it, get into it. Love it. All right, y'all, so that's it. This is how you lay your 4C edges in 45 minutes or less without a relaxer. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know how you feel about it, and yes, till next time, y'all. Later.